What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Joe Deniro, Infinite TV 360, the podcast, and this is Secure the Bag. You know, everybody got a bag. Some people got little bags, some people got big bags. Some people bag might just be their family, but everybody got a bag. But whatever you're gonna do, you're gonna secure that bag. And you're gonna make sure you do everything. And right now, I got somebody I know been securing the bag since we was knee high to a grasshopper. My man Joe P. What up, Joe? Joe Petrovich
Hey,
in the building.
what's up, Joe Deniro? How you doing, man? It's good to see you again. I've
No
known you for a
problem,
long
man.
time.
Hey, we've been doing it for a long time. I'm glad we
Yeah,
still here. And peace to the
yeah,
rest of the dead that's not didn't make it. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But we got a lot of homies that doing some great
hmm
things, and you just happen to be one of them.
You're absolutely right, man. I was actually going to address that as well.
No doubt, no doubt. So
Yeah.
I do remember you jumped out of high school. Like I think most of us was doing something. Like I was throwing parties, but you was selling cologne and perfume. Was you selling the
That's,
lingerie too, or something in there too?
dude, I've had a lot of ventures on my plate. Yeah, ever since high school, I read a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and
Love
it's
that
a
book.
it's a book. Yeah, it's a great book for all your viewers out there and your listeners. Definitely turn yourself on to that if you've not read that book. And it really just changed my whole mindset. I just kind of knew right away that I was introduced to the entrepreneurial spirit, and it was something that I really gravitated towards. And I've been kind of a serial entrepreneur ever since. The perfume and
I
cologne
like
was
that.
definitely something that I did.
Serial
Yep.
entrepreneur.
Serial entrepreneur. Yep. And I've definitely had some failures along the way. I've definitely had some things that did not pan out. But part of what you need to do when you have that entrepreneurial spirit is you don't give up. You never know how close you are to really having a breakthrough on your project and really having some people pay attention and really turning some heads and stuff. And it's all about networking. It's all about getting stuff done through other people and the people that you know, similar to what's happening on this podcast right now. This is gonna allow for some exposure on some of my stuff I'm doing currently, and you always just
No
keep
doubt.
working it. And you never give up, never give up. So
No doubt. No doubt. I mean, we come from an era where we had to get it, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because, you know, our parents were still struggling back then. They were still trying to figure out. So while they figuring it out, we had to figure it out. So a lot of us
absolutely.
in that group, what we Xers? Are we Xers? Are we Gen
I think we're
Xers?
Xers. Yeah, I think that is what we're called. Yeah, I
We
get a
had to
little
figure it
lost on
out. We had to
that.
figure it out because some of us were still getting whoopings. So you know, but we had to
Yeah,
figure it out. You know,
that's right.
and
Mhm.
wasn't nothing was just given to us, is what I'm saying. So if you wanted it,
Absolutely,
you had to go out there and do something. It's a
absolutely.
lot different now. They're not working as hard as we working. They don't
That's
like the
very true.
failures, all the failures, you know, that you mentioned, you know, and that's
Yes,
what you learn from, you know, and that's my
absolutely.
experience.
Absolutely. It's like Michael Jordan says, he's like, you miss all the shots that you don't take. Like you got to get out there and just try some stuff and give it a shot and don't give up on it. And so many people just make that mistake of trying something, put a little bit into it, and they don't really put the full hustle into it. And
I
that's the
mean,
difference.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't fell victim to that, but I
Oh,
don't
I
get in
did too.
ruts
Trust
when
me,
it comes to
I did
that.
too. hmm
It'll be like, okay, I done went all in on this. Damn. All
Yep.
right, I got it. What's next? All right, give me a minute. Give me a minute. All right, let me go on this. Let me get on this. But for people like me and you, there was always something. There
hmm
was never nothing. There was
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. That's true, man. It's true. It's right.
there was never nothing. Like,
Yep.
okay, I got a job, but I only go punch this clock so I can really go do this over here. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And a
You're
lot of
always trying
people
to parlay that into something else. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know my pops. My pops was a hustler, so he was like,
Yeah.
"Listen, all right, this what you want to do. I'm gonna let you do this." Shoot, I remember times he'd let me have 100 people in my house. You know,
Yeah. I know. I remember that. I remember those get-togethers. Those are
and Dave
wild, man.
downstairs DJing. He down
Yeah.
there DJing. It's going crazy, man. Life was amazing back then. But that's when I
Yes,
knew
wow.
pretty much what
hmm
direction I wanted to go in, and it kept evolving. It just kept evolving, and luckily I was able
Yeah.
to work with some people that helped me get into that. But you also
Yeah,
had
that's
a
for
limo
real.
company. How that come about?
Yeah. So the limo company, it actually kind of fell into my lap. I was working a job. This was like one of my in between stages of working a job. And the job I had was a salesman up at a place called Ultimate Electronics that you might remember here in Colorado. They
I do
eventually,
remember. I do
yeah,
remember.
they eventually failed in demise, but we were commissioned salespeople, and I had this client who came in, and he had just moved here from Georgia, and him and his dad both owned limousines, and they were in the commercial construction business. And he bought like some big theater stuff from me, and his dad bought some theater stuff from me, and we just ended up becoming really good friends. And he started to have some failures occur around 2008 when the housing market started to go down. And I happened to be living with my girlfriend at the time, and he asked me, he's like, "Is there any way we could take our personal limousines?" They used to just go out on the weekends, him and his pops, on their limousines and just drive around because they were so wealthy. And they were like, "Can we turn this into a business?" And he's like, "You seem to have a knack for
Wait a minute.
business and
Wait, wait,
stuff."
wait. It wasn't
Yeah,
a
I
business.
swear.
They just used to rock
They just had their
limousines.
own personal limousines. They were so wealthy and well off. They literally just had their own limousines. Each one of them had it, and they lived in a big old house. And yeah, he ended up just asking me if we could flip it into a business for him. And me and my girlfriend at the time, Micah, we ended up becoming managers for this limousine company. And eventually they sold us their limousines, and eventually we flipped it into our own business. And by the time we were done with it, we ended up having about 26 vehicles or so.
Party
And we had
buses, the whole nine.
yeah, we had party buses, we had commercial vehicles for corporate transportation. Yeah, we really took that business and ran off with it. And that was actually, I would say, like my first success, I would say. She eventually bought me out of that company, and I just really got tired of it. It was a tough business to be in. You worked a lot of hours, had a lot of variables that you couldn't control, things that were just out of your circumstances, and it was a lot of headaches. And so I
Oh,
decided to walk
trust
away
me.
from it. Yeah.
I work in transportation right now, and the
Ah,
maintenance is
man, it's
like
crazy, right?
you see, okay, this is my gross right here, but then you get gas,
Ah,
maintenance,
dude.
tires,
I
like
know, dude.
it's like insurance. The
Ah,
insurance don't nobody even tell you that. They say, oh, they
yeah,
on TikTok they got these. You can make all this money doing this and this delivery. This man, my insurance is like two
yeah,
cars for one car.
totally, 100%. That is a difficult business to be in. There's just things outside of your control, like like we had this one time where around 5 o'clock there was literally a sinkhole that happened on I-25 and I-70 at the Mousetrap, and it
Right.
bogged down the whole city. And we had like five clients yelling at us like, "I'm late to the airport," like, and I'm like, "We can't control like this big old sinkhole happened." It was like such an unusual event, and it literally bogged down the whole city. It was taking like hours just to get like a mile or two, because that's a major intersection right here in our highway system. And just things like that, man. And you just got yelled at a lot by like bridezillas and stuff who just
Like I
like,
gotta take this shit.
the shade of their car wasn't right for their wedding or something, and you're just like, "Oh my God!" Like you ordered a white car, like we brought you a cream car. It's just like it's just stuff like that. It was pretty
It's
wild,
not
man.
it's not white, it's cream.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's how it was. They were just, "Oh, you've ruined my whole wedding." It's just like, "Oh my
Hey
God,
man, what's that with the neck? I
dude."
see. So what?
Oh, right here. Oh yeah, I'm hit up, man. I got a bunch of body art now, bro. I've been
You got your own
I've been
personal you go to the same person every time?
Yeah, pretty much. I did both of my sleeves here by the same guy, and he's been kind of my main dude since like shit, I met him 2017 or somewhere in there. So yeah, it's been about 7 years with him. Yep.
That's what's up.
Yeah, yeah. I love the body art, man. That's my jam.
We got a few. Me and my wife decided everywhere we go out the country we getting matching tattoos. Not
Nah, that's
necessarily
awesome,
matching,
man.
but at the same time or something that ties into each other, we getting tattoos.
Yes,
So
that's
I think
amazing,
that's a
dude.
good deal. And
That's
she
really
like
cool, man.
one of our dates when we was dating, we went and got tattoos, drunk tattoos and shit. That was the dopest shit ever.
That's awesome, man. That was awesome. That's such a
Walking
great
past the
bond to have
tattoo
with.
shop, you want to go get a
Yeah.
tattoo? Yeah, let's go get a tattoo.
Let's go get it.
Yeah,
Let's
it
go
was
get it.
dope.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. I love that, actually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to talk to my girl about doing some of that stuff. We're going to Costa Rica in November, so we might have to knock that one out too. So,
Oh yeah, I try to
yeah.
stamp that one day. One day when I get it together, man, I'm gonna get us all a group, man, because we got a good group of people, man. We
Well,
got a good
yeah,
group
for
of people. See
sure.
if we could get together and do something like that.
That'd be so
Last
cool,
time I
man.
saw you though, I got that
Yeah.
nice sweatshirt from you with all the comedians on
Oh
there. You
yeah, I
still
remember
doing the
that. That was
shirts? You still
man, that was a heck of a graphic you sent over to me, man. That thing was awesome, man. I love that graphic, dude. That was wonderful. It had all the major artists in there. That was so cool.
you still doing the shirts?
Oh yeah, that's pretty much what I do most of the day. Like so right before I got on
Okay.
this podcast, I had just left my shop and had a job I had to finish up. I'll be there tomorrow again, but it's definitely going to take a back seat as my Pings Ventures sorts of ramps up. But yeah, I am absolutely doing Smart Tees customs. That's been my
Smart tees.
prime
I
Smart
got a
Tees
couple
custom.
things I
Yeah.
need to sing you. I got a
Yeah,
couple
let's do it.
things I'm
Yeah,
working
I
on.
can
I
see
need to
those
sing
shirts
you.
you're wearing right now with your Infinite TV 360 logo. Yeah, that's
Oh
dope.
yeah. Oh yeah. I've
That
been
looks good, man.
I do these myself actually.
Ah, heck yeah. Are you doing them
I
with like
started doing them.
the iron-on stuff?
No, I got the press and the whole
Oh, you
thing.
got the press now? Okay,
It's not
all right, cool.
yeah, yeah. I got the
All
whole
right,
thing,
dope.
man. But
Ah, hell yeah.
it's just one of those things. Like I like to know the ins and outs of anything I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Even if I continue to do it, because
Yep.
as time goes on, this snowball. I don't have time to make shirts. you
Oh,
know what I'm saying?
100%. Yeah, no, no, no. I get you, dude. Our
you
our
know, no,
time management is like a big thing, dude. I feel like I run out of hours in the day a lot of times. That days get away from me. I'm just like, oh my God, I can't believe all of a sudden it's 9 o'clock at night. I'm like, I've been working all day.
no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
I told my wife I want to be the first one in line when they say cloning is available.
Yes, absolutely. Wouldn't that be so nice, man? That is so nice, dude. When these robots
I'm
come
like,
out, dude, I gotta have them take care of some of my household duties, man. I need a robot to
trust me,
fold my clothes or something. I hate doing that stuff. That drives me
trust me.
crazy.
So like I said, we go back to '88,
Hmm.
middle
Yep.
school, high school. High school was dope,
Yep.
but now you on something that's new, man, and
Yeah.
the Bitcoin, the coin. Tell me
Yep.
about Pang.
Yeah. So what Pangs is, and we refer to it as Pangs Ventures because it really encompasses three different businesses that all work together with each other and all have a
Okay,
relationship with each other, but they can each also independently operate as well. And so I'll explain that. They all operate in the space of Web3, which is also known as blockchain or also known as cryptocurrency technology. And the first leg of the project, probably the most important leg of our project from our standpoint, is we have an online crypto casino. And it's exactly just that. It's a casino similar to how you would go into a casino in brick and mortar situations. But instead of being a brick and mortar, you're literally just logging into a website. You're clicking a button. Maybe you want to play some blackjack. Maybe you want to play some craps. And there's a live dealer that is being streamed. And so instead of you holding the dice as an example in craps, what'll happen is the dealer is putting it in a machine that's slightly moving left and right, and it's changing the pitch and how fast it pitches the two dice, and you're
okay,
betting on a felt table, everything, and you're just putting your bets on the crap, and whatever happens with the results of the roll of that dice is what happens with your bet. In a situation where you're playing blackjack, you have a live dealer, similar to how you would go and sit at a table in Vegas as an example, and that live dealer is betting spots, or each player is betting spots, and that live dealer deals cards right out of a regular shoe, and everything's analog, just like it would be in a casino. On a
oh
roulette,
wow,
yeah, you're just placing your chips on whichever numbers you want to do. She spins the ball stops at a certain space, you're paid on that number if you hit it. It's all exactly the same as you would have in a casino situation, but you're just doing it live streaming over the internet. And if you're talking slot machines, we have all the same slot machines that you'll find in the major casinos. There's almost 11,000 different games that we have there. And then we also have games that don't exist in the casinos. We have what's called crash games, and some of them are based around like Monopoly. There's a Monopoly crash game, and they're just little different games and stuff that you don't find in casinos. There's one that you can like throw these little dice down a plinko board and you bet on like where the dice are going to land. There's
like Plinko.
literally hundred. Yeah, it's really
Okay,
interesting, man. And so that's the first leg of the project. In addition to all the casino games, we also have a full poker room in there, and then we also have a full sports betting room in there as well. And you can do all your sports betting, and it's literally worldwide sports betting. I like to say that in our sports betting room, you don't just get a bet on like NHL hockey or the NBA or NFL football. but you can literally bet on table tennis in Bangladesh if you want. You can bet like we have a worldwide sports book in there. It's really awesome once you dive into it and see all the different bets that you can make. You can bet on politics in there. Like right now, they have a presidential race betting that you can do. All
I
kinds of stuff.
I
It's a
just learned
lot.
that.
It's
I think I was last year old when I found out you could bet
when you found
gamble
out you
on
could
the
do that.
president.
Yeah, isn't that wild, man? Oh, you can bet on everything. You can bet on the midterms and like if it's wild in there. It gets really extensive what you can bet on. So that we have that. That's our full casino, and then everything is done through cryptocurrency for the most part. But then we also have some countries where we can also a person can pay in fiat currency, like Turkey as an example. We have some banking systems set up where you can actually do bank transfers or write a check and deposit funds into your account. So it just kind of depends on what market you're in. America is actually a lot more regulated than most countries. So for here, it's mostly done through cryptocurrency. And then the other leg of our project is we have a full 10,000 piece NFT project called the Wu Pang Clan. Again, tying to that name, Pang's Ventures. The Wu Pang Clan is a cast of 10,000 unique characters, each of which have their own unique traits to them. In some cases, they're holding things in their hands. In some cases, they have different eye expressions. In some cases, they're wearing different clothing. Those are some of the examples. But each one of those rarities for the character creates a rarity within the collection. And when you go to mint one of these characters, you're randomly assigned one of the characters. And if you get one of our really rare NFTs, you end up being in a really high level membership, and that membership can be taken to the casino, and it gives you a higher reward system on your rake back for the casino. It also gives you things like we're doing a World Series of Poker buy-in event here pretty soon, and so the people who have the more rare NFTs in our membership collection, they end up getting a better chance at winning like a main event seat at the WSOP, the World Series of Poker this year. So there's all kinds of like real life benefits to it. We have discounts in different markets. Most of these are in Denver because that's where we're most established at, but there's discounts at local businesses that you can get for being a part of this membership. And what
Okay.
we're doing with that is more than anything is that's the philanthropy side of our business. I don't know if you're familiar, your viewers are familiar with a an animal called the pangolin. Have you ever heard of the pangolin before,
I
Joe?
looked it up the other day
You did?
when I
Okay, good.
read.
All right. Yeah. So, what a lot of people don't know about the pangolin, it's the most trafficked mammal on Earth. And so, a lot of our profits that we do in the raising of this NFT section of the Wu Pang clan, it goes to helping philanthropy projects and organizations out there that are helping to bring this animal back from extinction. It's a really important animal to the ecosystems that it lives in, primarily being Southeast Asia and in Africa. It's a very, very important animal to those ecosystems, and it's being hunted at an alarming rate. What's happened is the local indigenous people of these areas have incorrectly thought to think that the scales that protect this animal actually have medicinal value to them. They believe it can make your dick hard, or if you're women, it makes them believe that it can take away. No, it's crazy. Like it's almost like shark fin soup if you know anything about that. And it's hunted these animals to an alarming rate. And so we're just trying to bring some attention to this animal, try and help the organizations and bring this animal back from the brink of extinction. It's very, very close to being extinct. There's 8 different species, and the numbers are declining rapidly because of human activity and incorrectly people thinking that they have medicinal value to them. And so that's kind of a rundown on the Wu Pang clan. And then the last thing we have is our own native cryptocurrency called the Pang coin, and it's a currency that you can actually use in the casino. You can go gambling with it if you wanted to, or you can just hold it as an investment. It's tied to our project, and so as our project grows and we get larger and become bigger, similar to what's happened with Bitcoin since 2009-ish, is the price and the value of that coin can go up, and people can treat it like an investment and actually be involved in our project from an investment standpoint. And yeah, that's the project in a nutshell, man. It's
That's
a
what's up.
worldwide business. Yeah, we have a marketing team out of Bangkok, Thailand, and you were speaking
You
about
been out
going out of
there?
the country. Yeah, I went out there and I had to visit them. Yeah, I did it about a year and a half ago or so, and it was
Bangkok
an
is on our
amazing.
list.
It's amazing out there. I love Thailand. It's like Southeast Asia for me is really where it's at. I can definitely see myself spending a lot of time out there as the years go by. It's an awesome place.
That's
I
what's
really
up.
enjoy it. Yeah, I really enjoy it out there. So yeah, and that's Ping's Ventures in kind of a nutshell. If any of your viewers are interested in knowing more, they can always DM me. They can always take a look at our websites. You said you're going to post those and stuff, and
I'll
I'd
make
be
sure I
glad to.
post those in the description so
Yeah, I
everybody can get
appreciate that,
at you.
man. I appreciate that
Oh
so much.
man, that's my brother
Yeah,
from. So me and Joe, wait, I'm gonna post a picture too. We went to prom together. You should
I
see us.
know,
Oh
dude.
my
Yeah.
god,
Oh
man.
my God, we was babies, bro.
Not like
God,
we
we
went
were
together.
babies.
Pause. We had dates, but we
Yes,
went.
we did have dates. That's hilarious.
But
I
we
love
had
that,
a
dude. I love
ball,
that.
man. We had a
We did,
ball.
man. I remember
We had
that,
a
dude. I
good
go, I
time.
go by the ice house all the time, dude, where our prom was. It's
Yeah,
like on my
man.
way to work, man. I see that place all the time. It's really awesome.
Shout out to the class of 1993. You know,
Yeah. What's up,
it's some
y'all?
good people.
There
They
is.
accepted me, man. I came straight from Detroit to Denver. It was culture shock, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
And it was totally different.
Yeah.
And the group of friends that I made in 1988, we were friends like all the way through high school and to adulthood,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
For real, yeah.
And like me, you, Key,
Hmm.
Lonzo, Lee,
Yeah. I know, right?
like we still chop it up. Like
Roderick, man.
it's
Rest in peace, dude.
Rod,
Roderick.
rest in peace,
Yeah.
Rod. You
Serious,
know, Big
man.
Paul. You know, I want
Yeah.
to say what's
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Hey, so what I'm gonna ask you before I let you go is,
Yeah.
I need you to pass this on to somebody you know that may want to share their bag on my show. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, dude. Yeah. All right.
We know some of the same people, but it might be somebody I don't know. You know
Yeah.
what I
And I
mean?
know you already told me you got Nakia slated for it already, right?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right.
You
Cool.
already know I knocked on those doors first
Yeah, absolutely.
because
Yep. No,
he
I'll
got something
definitely.
big going on. I want to talk
Yep.
about that ranch.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go down out there and check it out, man. I'm right in the
Yeah, that's what
backyard
we've
of
been
that place,
thinking
so
about going. Yeah, getting an
yeah,
RV and coming out there.
that'd be so cool,
Yeah, my
man.
man
Yeah, and
Joseph
you're down in
Petrovich.
Tampa. You're down in Tampa, right? You're down in Tampa, you said, right?
I'm in Tampa. I love it down here.
Yeah,
It's
I'm gonna have to
nice.
go down and visit you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go down and
I
visit you.
like it. I like Florida. Florida nice.
Yeah,
I was in Miami last week, Orlando the other
uh,
day.
hell yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
Florida's nice.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's pretty down there,
Long
dude.
as you can, long as you can navigate through the bullshit, cause it's some bullshit out here. I just
Yeah,
stay
oh
out the
yeah, I'm
way.
sure. Yeah, yeah. There's some redneck
It's
hillbilly shit down there. That's
yeah. If you want
crazy.
to get into
Yeah,
it, it's out here. But
yeah, yeah. I know.
I don't mess around. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
mess
Don't
around.
do that. Yeah, don't do
Yeah,
that, man.
yeah. So I
Hell
also want
yeah,
to
this.
let the listeners know he turned me on to this new artist, Daily Bread.
Oh
Let
yeah,
me
that's
tell
my
you
guy
something.
right there.
Hey, hey, I might be on
Yeah,
to something new. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
It's secure the bag, and I might have to reach out to Bread and see if we can do something together. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my God, dude, that'd be so cool, man. That'd be so cool.
I, hey, I ain't never been scared. You know me.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
I
you go
re-
for it, dude. Yeah, you go for it. You got it. You got to, man. You got to, man. For real. Nah, that's for real, dude. Yeah,
yeah, but
yeah,
I ask everybody this, and this is the artist that Joe gave. So y'all check him
mhm,
out, Daily Bread. This track is called Applying Pressure. He give me
yeah,
that new Pete Rock feel with a
yeah,
little bit of that Detroit flavor, house,
yeah,
techno. Them beats is he's the producer, not the rapper,
yeah,
but it goes
yeah.
down.
That rapper is
This
called
has been
SLS though. SLS is pretty dope, man. He's got some
SLS.
weird SLS. Yeah, that's who he
Yeah.
be using a lot. He does a lot of stuff with him, and he does a lot of stuff with this guy named Murs. If you ever heard Murs before, Murs.
Okay.
They both be throwing down some tracks too. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
that
Check
real
them
hip
out.
hop right here.
It is. Yeah, that's at Atlanta. That's Atlanta shit. Yeah.
Hey Joe, it's been a pleasure, my man.
Dude, I can't appreciate you so much, man. I want to thank you so much for having me on the show. I appreciate you so much, Joe. I
Thank you,
honor
bro.
our friendship every day, dude, and I'm so glad to see you're out there working the lanes and doing your thing and securing your bag as well. And
Most
I would
definitely.
love, I would love to do this again, and I'll definitely turn you on to some homies that I know that'll be interested in doing this podcast with you as well, man.
That's right. That's right. Maybe we could do it in person. I got space. We got a whole
Yeah,
I got a
absolutely,
whole
man.
studio.
Absolutely. Yep. I wanted to try and get out there this time, but it was just a little too close, and I couldn't make it happen. So,
Ah, not a problem, man. I might be out there in a minute. I'm gonna start traveling with my sack. My
oh yeah, let's do it.
listen,
Let's go check out Nikia's place too.
no doubt, no
Yeah,
doubt, no
yeah,
doubt.
yeah, yeah.
All right, y'all. This has been Infinite TV 360, the
All right.
podcast. Secure the bag. Secure your bag. No matter
Yep.
what's in your bag, make sure it's secure and you got everything that you need and doing everything you need to do to keep it right.
Yep.
Deuces.
I appreciate you so much. Love you, my brother.
All right, Joe.
All right. You take it easy, my man.
All right, bro. Love you.
Love you.